Hi guys and welcome to Thruzone.com. This is Mohit Soni. What you're looking at is the Husqvarna Vitpillion 250. What we rode a couple of months ago was the 400. Now we are riding the 250, which is essentially like how the Vitpillion 400 was the KTM Duke 390 on a brand new platform. This is also the Vitpillion 250, which is based on the brand new KTM Duke 250 platform, and we know this platform is just downright brilliant in every single way. At the same time, we needed to understand what the 250 is like, so here it is, our first impressions. And there is some downgrading from the 400 in multiple aspects. As always, let's begin with the design. What you see is the round, very very old school look for the headlamps, but there is no LED DRL in it, and everything else is the same. What you get here is a white color, which is slightly different, and it's got half of it is white, half of it is black, and it's got a nice pinstripe of the lime green color as well. The fuel cap is bronze. You get this very nice finish over here for the entire fuel tank area. The key is mounted here like a super bike, and you get very good fit finish, very good quality. Everything looks just right on this motorcycle. The mirrors are round, while most of the bike is on the rectangular side. It's just the headlamps and the mirrors which are round, which I think is a little bit somehow it just gels really well. You've got a very large seat here, which is surprisingly going to be much better than the KTM, because the KTM has a step setup. Here it has a full, almost a flat setup. It is if there are going to be two normal size people sitting here, they'll be really comfortable, and if there is one large person as one small person, they can also fit here just right. So in most Indian scenarios, this should be much more comfortable than the KTM Duke 250. You get a very large grab rail here as well. The new tail lamps look quite nice. You've got all LED lights, and this of course gets the budget tires from MRF, while the Vitpillion 400 had Apollo high, slightly expensive tires, which actually came in with the Pirellis, but they were replaced with the Apollos because of some homologation reason. And but on the 250 you get these MRF tires, which I can immediately tell you are great in the dry as well as in the wet, because we are in rainy season after all. I have ridden this bike extensively in the rain as well. So overall it is the same bike. It's a very handsome, very cool, retro looking bike. It is really something that is just picked up from the European streets and just brought to the Indian market, but surprise surprise, it's made in India. So we're getting it, they're getting it, and we're both going to enjoy this motorcycle very much. It's got traditional Husqvarna cues, at the same time it's quite modern, and that is what helps it with the Husqvarna enthusiasts very specifically, which is seen in the foreign markets in Europe and America, who really appreciated what the Husqvarna was. Husqvarna design, the new team is taking forward the legacy in terms of design really well. The headlamp, just for me, seals the deal, and I was very impressed with the Vitpillion 400. No denying that I am impressed with the 250 here as well. In terms of budget inclusions, what you get here is an instrument cluster, which is black and white and TFT, not LCD, and everything is still accessible from here. So that is the menu on the Vitpillion 250's instrument cluster. You can adjust the ABS for road and supermoto mode. That's the bike information. 2 trips is what you get. There's a lap timer on it as well, which is brilliant. There is the quick selector for the button over here, the top button here. The quick shifter can be switched on and off if you want. Shift lights can be adjusted. Shift light menu is not available below 1000 kilometers, so this bike is just under that. And you can adjust the clock date, the units for temperature, distance and consumption. So it is European and Asian market friendly. Extra functions include ABS mode and quick shifter, which is already adjustable. So and as you can see, it says rear ABS on, so it can be switched on and off. You've got your fuel gauge, tachometer and everything. That looks just about okay for a bike of this size and price, but color in this screen would have been appreciated. Not the whole LCD screen, but at least color would have been really appreciated. The switch gear is downright brilliant. We've seen in the KTMs, now in the Husqvarna as well. The feel, the look, the quality, the tactility, spot on, no problem whatsoever. This is the third bike that we are riding with, and it seems to be really impressive. And yeah, that's the adjustable monoshock. And what is this motorcycle like to ride? Well, this is the 250, so it makes a lot of horsepower and torque more than before, and it's got very good rideability now. Mid-range, top-end performance is good. Low-end rideability is also excellent, because the torque, the gear ratios have been improved quite a bit. It is based on the 400, but this time around, like we said in the KTM 250 review, the gearing is much better, the torque spread is much better, and it feels much more wholesome. So you've got tractability, rideability and performance in all mid-range and top end as well, where you truly require a motorcycle of this caliber to perform. So it performs there really well. And The engine is smooth while doing so, minimum vibrations on offer. The clutch and gearbox also work well. The quick shifter, as always on these new bikes, is downright brilliant. No exception here as well. The clutch is quite light. It is a very easy motorcycle to ride, apart from the fact that the U-turn radius continues to be a little bit higher. And talking about handling, the agility is good. It's nimble enough for the city. Stability is spot on. The tires, like I said, I was really impressed. And I'm saying that again, the tires are quite good for our wet conditions. Of course, not out and out sporty, not truly to the fact where you can really push it in the rains, but it will be great in the dry when pushing hard in the corners, and it will be quite stable and confident enough for you to go through corners in the wet as well. So these are good tires. They will do a good job. If you want, you can of course upgrade and get more from it, but this should be just about fine, because the ride quality also depends on tires, and that's the reason why these tires are really good. I'm saying that for the third time, is because the tires also help you in ride quality. This helps you get very good ride quality as well. That is the reason why I suggest that you don't go for an upgrade almost immediately. Spend some time with it, understand what you need. If you really need sticky tires, if you attack corners on a daily basis, then you can get it. But the kind of balance that you get on this one seems good enough for our roads. Brakes also good enough. Of course, they could have been much more sportier, but this does the job quite well, and even more, but not the absolute best. Apart from that, the suspension, very high quality. The rear suspension is adjustable. The front suspension also is very good and very well tuned. It is not adjustable, but it is tuned quite well to our conditions. When I say the stability, the ride quality is good. It feels nimble and agile. It's all because of the suspension feeling just right. So that is what the Vitpillion is all about. The 250 here. It is very impressive. It looks really nice, sharp, very high quality motorcycle. You know, just about fits its value for money quotient. It is almost there, not over the top like how we used to expect from Bajaj made motorcycles, but it is good enough for what is offering here. What it is offering here. You've got a lot of support in terms of sales and service. You can't go wrong with it. So you can have a brand new brand, and it's so cool to look at, and there is no backfiring of sales and service whatever. So that is also the big highlight of Husqvarna that a lot of people don't really understand. That yeah, it's Bajaj, they'll do it, but you understand the fact that you're getting something cool, and those are the reasons. And when you can't go wrong with it, your purchase should be your purchase can be much more smoother and better, and that is also one of the reasons why you can consider the Husqvarna. It has its strengths, very little weaknesses, and that is what the Vitpillion 250 is all about. Really impressed yet again. Looking forward to spending more time. I'll be writing about it on the website. There will be a Hindi video as well very soon, so stay tuned, stay subscribed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until then, goodbye.